Can you bring back the Dragon Ball timeline and restore those epic battles to the legends of history? And take back the Dragon Ball world? Dragon Ball Xenoverse!
I'm Spencer.
I'm Eric.
And he doesn't like Dragon Ball Z.
And this is The Itch. And we're here to review
Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Kamehameha!
Oh, ha.
Kamehameha! Hoo! Kamehameha boo!
Yeah.
Destructo bomb.
Alright, so I'm the one who ended up playing this game, so I'm the one that's ended up being on here and reviewing. This is my first review for the show.
Be gentle on it.
So in this game, I've put about 25 hours into this game, and probably about 20 hours into it, 22 hours into it, I beat the story mode. The story mode is a long journey.
Through time, some would say.
Yeah, through time. It's time traveling.
Oh, wow.
So in the game, you play as a custom created character through the story mode. You play as a custom created character.
Yeah.
In that, you get to choose from 5 different races. You can be a Majin, which is a Buu race, which actually pretty funny how the whole thing started. Buu got lonely, so he cloned himself. And that's how you have male and female versions of Buu. And then you go into Saiyans, male and female, which the female versions are actually pretty interesting because originally there was no Saiyan females because they didn't know how to make their hair look when they went Super Saiyan. But in this game, transformations, little lackluster, I'll get into that in a moment. Then the other option, you have your Earthlings, male and female. You then go on to your Namekians, which are only male. They're like asexual. I don't know how they reproduce or anything like that.
Piccolo, it has a little bit of a secret. Okay. Just keep it at that.
Yep. And then you have the 5th race, which I kind of laughed at the naming of this. It's called the Frieza race.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, because then you have Cooler and you have all the
King
other
Cold.
ones. Yeah. But for whatever reason, they called it the Frieza race. So
just threw it at a wall.
You get to choose between those 5 different races, and then you get to choose your gender for the ones that allow you to. And in those, you can then choose your height and build, how muscular you are, how lean you are. All of these things take into account your stats that you get once you start the game. You'll have bigger body builds are better at physical attacks. Smaller body builds are faster and have better ki control. So then, once you create your character, you name a character, you pick your voice for your character, you put him in the game. The customization of this game, I'm going to go back for a second here. It actually it's decent. It has enough things you can choose from, but they also have a really weird aspect to it where I can make my Earthling or Saiyan or whatever character, make him completely purple. His skin will be purple.
Yarple.
And his hair will be neon green. Whatever you want to do. But that's a feature in the game. I thought that was a little weird to have that in there. But then once you create your character, you go into the game and you find out that Shenron has summoned you. Well, per Trunks.
What?
Like Enron?
No idea.
No.
So Trunks, future Trunks, the one from the Cell Saga that comes back to destroy the androids.
He's in prison. He's doing community service.
He's doing community service for altering the timeline. The Kai of Time is making him do community service to pay back his wrongdoings. And in doing so, he needs a partner. So he wishes from Shenron to summon the Z-Fighter.
He's out there cleaning the freeway. And he's like, "What'd you do?" I was like, "I robbed a certain K. What'd you do?" I altered the timeline of the Xenoverse.
He's just got this 1,000 years.
I altered the timeline. I got 20 to 30 hours.
God damn. So 20 to 30 hours. I've got 1,000,000 years. So anyway.
So he alters the timeline. He then wishes for a partner, and that's where your created character comes in. He then starts up-training you, and then he starts sending you back in time on missions to correct the timeline because there's an evil force that's trying to destroy the timeline. And destroying the timeline will create a new world, da-da-da-da. Now, your part comes in, and this is the interesting part because it breathes a little bit of fresh air, a little mintiness there. There's the fact that you're not just defending Goku. The person who's altering the timelines isn't just screwing with Goku and trying to kill Goku and the Z-Fighters. They're actually just trying to alter the timeline in any way possible because then it'll break it. So there's points in the game where Piccolo will start beating the crap out of Frieza, and he's about to kill Frieza, and you get teleported, and you have to defend Frieza to make sure that Frieza doesn't die. So you have to beat the crap out of Piccolo. I thought that was a pretty interesting twist on the whole thing.
You ain't that good.
So
you may have fused a nail, but you ain't the shit.
Graphically, I'd have to say that it's true to the anime. It's true to the anime. It's cell shading. It builds the characters the way that the anime show and manga have created them. Apart from that, I don't really think there's anything bad to say about the graphics.
I thought that the characters look good because they're cell shaded like the show is supposed to be. I thought the environments were a bit lackluster. I don't know how to fix it because I know what style they're going for, but that's all I'm going to say. Is
minimalistic.
I thought they were somewhat lacking for some reason. I don't know why.
All right. Another point to make on the graphics. It is on PS4 and Xbox One. It is clocking in about 30 FPS, but I'm also reading things saying that the PC version is hitting 60 FPS. But in all honesty, the frame rate doesn't really drop at all as you're playing the game through the entire story. It doesn't really drop at all. It sticks at a solid 30. You don't really notice too much. There is, when you go online and you're doing 3v3 online battles, where you will notice a little bit of skip, either frame loss or bandwidth. It kind of comes down to all stuff.
So Justin, our fighting game aficionado, what does that mean for professional play?
It's non-existent.
Oh, okay.
I approve.
So jumping into the soundtrack. Soundtrack, music's good. It does its thing. It's not fantastic. You're not going to remember anything except for the intro. Yeah. The intro is true to the show as well.
The Japanese anime.
That, yes.
Not the American, which was the shit. Dragon, Rock the Dragon. Was
yes,
fucking hard
that one was awesome.
I was like, damn, it's Saturday morning.
As soon as I got this game, I turned my morning alarm to Rock the Dragon. Yeah. So I wake up to Rock the Dragon every morning right now.
Hey, man, I'm rocking the dragon right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
So...
yeah. Rock the dragon! Oh, my Dragon Balls!
Wait, are you talking about masturbation?
No. Awkward cut. Back to the robot.
So, sound effects in this game are actually what you would expect from an anime and from a Dragon Ball Z. There's a lot of punching, a lot of grunting, a lot of energy sounds, things going off.
Special attack.
They did actually alter from the anime story itself. They didn't stay 100% faithful to the anime.
Yeah.
There is not a 40-minute section of just screaming while the guy powers up. He just powers up.
Which honestly affects the quality of the game so much. Like, there's nothing... I look forward to that.
Just to scream? Because you want to scream along with?
Yes. Yes.
Maybe at the end, we'll close this video with a power up.
Yeah,
you gotta make like a hot pocket in the middle of the video. Okay, just be like, alright, I'm super saiyaning. Let's.
But if Goku needs energy for the spirit bomb, god damn it!
You want to give it to him?
I guess I can do my taxes. Yeah. I mean, I got stuff to do.
So, voice acting in the game, actually, they did keep the people from the Dragon Ball Kai and some of the other previous series, so they do have the same voices from that.
Funimation.
Yeah, so it's pretty nice that they actually did keep the original voices. She's just licking the crap out of my hand right now. But it's
Ruby's going to town.
So the gameplay is actually where I found the most entertainment. Obviously, all this other stuff is just bonus stuff to me. The gameplay for me, you have the ability to unlock the entire Dragon Ball Z cast and some of the GT characters. Don't worry, GT story
doesn't exist
in this game at all.
Period.
So character customization, as I mentioned before, you have 5 different races. You have all the different genders and stuff that all combines into what your stats are going to be for your character. And also some of the armors and things you can equip will change based off of what race you are. On top of that, your armor you can choose from. You have 4 different slots for your armor that you can pick that change your stats up and down, change the way your guy looks. You can sometimes change the color of some of this armor. Yeah. You also have an accessory. It's a complete cosmetic. It doesn't do anything. It just looks all right. You can get Goku hair as your cosmetic. You can get Piccolo Tournament.
I wonder who's going to go for that.
You can do like Yamcha's sword. There's a bunch of like the turtle hermit shell. bunch of just fun things to do.
There's Sword in Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, but no one ever
Are you
uses
serious? Trunks, dog. Where you head at?
So another really cool feature is that there's a
Python.
thing called the
Or not
Z-Soul. The Z-Soul is a basically enchant you put on your character, and it has a chance of proccing while in battle, or if certain stipulations happen, your character will get a buff to certain abilities.
Buff.
So
PH.
you can change out your Z-Soul after battles and things like that to change how your character plays. On top of that, you also have 4 attacks that you can choose from to custom fit to your character based off of learning them from your mentors. Your mentors are going to be like Hercule, which is a crazy one, or Hercule will teach you moves. Vegeta, Goku, Boo, Ginyu, all those different characters you can choose as your mentor, and they will teach you different things.
He'll teach you how to pose.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you also have your ability for ultimate attacks. Ultimate attacks consist of going Super Saiyan, and they also consist of like Spirit Bomb and things of big attacks, but they have a long charge up. They are easier to dodge if you're doing PvP, but yeah. And then you go into some of the things that I noticed about the game that when I was playing through the first time. When you create your first character, that is the character you have to play until you beat the game. Unless you want to delete the dude. But I do not recommend that. I recommend just playing through and beating the game. Because once you beat the game, you unlock like 8 character slots to create any character you want.
Bullshit!
That sounds like if you you had to play like Pokemon, and they're like, you gotta
stuck with Squirtle?
You gotta collect all 150. And once you collect all 150, you can create a new character. That's what it sounds like to me.
I mean,
be like, what's the point?
Well,
actually, that's a step up from their system.
It wouldn't
now.
be like collecting all 150. It would be like beating the Elite Four and then being able to create a new character. And another benefit of being able to create your own character. I'm sorry. Fuck.
You're fine. Hey, it's a beautiful game, right?
I got all panicked when she went by the camera.
Oh, yeah.
It would be like once you beat the Elite Four, then you can go create another character. And one of the really cool factors is once you beat the game, you can unlock all the other character slots, which gives you about, I think it's like 9 different characters. It's one for every race and gender that's available in the game. But you share inventory with all of your characters. So if you created a new Saiyan, and I already have Super Saiyan 2 as a form, it's a skill my character learned, I now can just give that to my level 1 character.
Can you get Super Saiyan 3?
No. You cannot do Super Saiyan 3. You cannot do fusions.
2 fucking problems with that, okay? 1, you already don't grow fucking hair when you turn Super Saiyan 2 anyway. 2, fucking, why can't I turn Super Saiyan 3 if I'm able to fuck up Goku in an alternate timeline? What kind of bullshit is that? If I turn Super Saiyan 3, I better have long hair and no fucking eyebrows and look at everything like I'm mad and shit.
Yep.
What the fuck?
How do you know you're mad without eyebrows?
Oh, dude, you can tell.
He's got like the Cro-Magnon
he's just
forehead, which
I guess we're gonna fight.
Yeah, it's like just bulges out in his eye. Yeah,
that's the biggest part of the transformation is the restructuring of your skull.
Yeah,
fuck the hair. More power level.
So it is pretty fun to be able to start a level 1 character with access to all of the items that you had on your other characters. And access to all of the parallel side quests and stuff. It unlocks, basically it's just your character plops in where your other character left off. So you could take your level 1 and try and go fight the final boss in the story. Probably not going to work out for you, but you can try it. Some of the other things about the game, I'd have to say, there is DLC. There's DLC for this game, and there's a season pass right now for $25.
Fuck that.
It does seem to offer you quite a bit of stuff. The DLC isn't out yet. Alright, so just to wrap things up here, and thank you for bearing with me. This is my first video that I'm actually doing this. I feel like I'm a newborn baby.
You're doing great. You're telling all the DBZ fans what's up, you know?
You've got great skin. You're whining all the time. It's working great.
Alright, well, so, final thoughts on this game. If you're a DBZ fan, it is a must-buy. It is by far the best Dragon Ball game that has been created. It offers character customization. It offers the ability to go through and enjoy and play through the storylines, and you experience a ton of what-if situations. You can do your own offline battles where you're doing offline or online battles where you go online with your friends and play, and you're fighting Brawly versus Yamcha.
Brawly.
Brawly versus Brawly. Yeah.
Oh
there's
God, who's gonna win?
Dark Brawly versus regular Brawly.
Dude,
Yeah,
Brawly would so beat Brawly.
No,
there's no way Brawly
Shut
would
the fuck up. No, he wouldn't.
But the way that the game presents it, the side quests create all these what-if scenarios that you have to kind of create by beating certain people in certain orders, doing it so quickly, doing it so slow. There's tons of ways to create all these what-if scenarios.
That's it, Mats.
You give them pieces.
Yeah, man.
The game, I'd have to actually say another plus for it, why I would recommend it, is actually it is difficult. Some of the fights are really hard to get through, and you really have to pay attention to your items that you have, which I didn't mention before. You have items that you can use in combat, such as healing potions and antidotes and stuff like that, but you can only use one per battle.
Oh, okay.
You can use one of each item, one of 4 items once per battle. No, sorry. You can use all 4 items once.
I would
in a
just
battle.
stock up on elixirs.
Well, you can only use one.
You can only use one.
I know.
But,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, that's how I play Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Fuck it! You know?
So another thing that I'd have to say that's a bonus for this game is that you get to play online with your friends and do these parallel side quests with them. You can't do story mode with them, but
Bullshit.
you can do the parallel quests and things like that. You can go, just the 2 of you go on. Most fights are built for 3 players, but you can go on with 2, you can go on by yourself, whatever you want to do. Or you can just use computer-generated characters to fill your roster. It's a lot of fun. It's a great game. It's taken 25 hours of my life in the last week. I
want it back.
I don't want it back. I want to commemorate it all. I have so much game footage. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but watch it all over again because I want to relive that experience because it was so amazing.
Goddamn.
But I do have to say, the cons of the game, the things I didn't like about it, but didn't sway me enough to say that this shouldn't be bought by a DBZ fan. There's no co-op for story missions. For the story mode, there's no co-op for that. Yep, that's it.
Wait a minute. Doesn't it... What about when you're online and you're playing and it, like, stops working?
It's what was that?
Like, I thought...
Network errors, sir.
I thought they were network
Yeah,
errors.
but that's not the game. That's not the gameplay. That network errors are side note to me.
It might be important to somebody on there.
But
in the other...
Brings up
So,
the point.
okay, all right, I can squash this real quick.
squash that shit, dog.
Being online in Dragon Ball, you can play offline and online, and the content that you receive doesn't change. Even if I'm offline, I can still invite my friend over into my game, and it's not considered the online mode. Yeah, you get kicked off out to the main menu every now and then, but it doesn't actually stop me from being able to play the game online with my friends. You just can't go into the lobby, like in Destiny, if you would go to the town, you wouldn't be able to see all the other players running around because you're offline. So that's the only thing that the servers really do for you.
Squashed!
And if you're online, you can actually send items to your friends. So, like, say if I have a bunch of Goku hair accessories, and I want to share that with one of my friends, I can send it off to them. You can't send skills, because the skills are actually things that your character learned.
Just imagining the real life version of that. Fuck! You want it?
Hey, I got some Goku hair, and I think it would look really
Straight
chill.
from the source.
I think you should wear
Check
it.
it out.
But again, guys, this game, even for non-DBZ fans, you're not going to understand the story. The content, the gameplay might not be that interesting to you. It's not a very professional fighting game at all. It's a fun fighting game, but not pro.
Can't put a price on fun.
Yeah.
$60.
Most people would do 60. Yeah,
Yeah.
most people are doing that.
But if you are a non-DBZ fan, you do want to give this a try. Try and borrow it from a friend first. See if they have it when I'm done.
See how it works? It's amazing.
Or if you can find it for like $10 to $20, I'd
God
say pick it
damn.
up then. Because
So watch this review in a year and a half, and it might be at 20. Fuck. 3
find
years
it on
for
a
10.
PS Store sale. Maybe $20 at most, I would say.
Or
To pick this
Steam
up for a
sale.
non-DBZ fan. DBZ fans, you're picking this up today.
God damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Spencer.
I'm Eric.
And I'm the third person.
He's Justin. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Check us out on This Is The Itch on Twitch. Wow, do you see how that rolled off the tongue?
Yeah, man.
Thanks for watching.
Bye!
Produce new videos.
Oh yeah, every week.
Dude, we were doing it better than you were doing it.
Oh, fuck off. Okay. Every week.
Oh, wait. Every week!
Shit.
Are you
Stop.
That's gonna be a bitch to put together.